So thanks for coming to see another video on Through the Porthole. Today we're going to be talking about specifically Queen Victoria and the differences between Britannia Club and the Grills experience. But my overall summary for the Britannia Club is, if you like food, you won't be disappointed. It's good. If you like space, you'll be disappointed because they're standard cabins. But it's a fantastic experience. So embarkation for Britannia Club is identical for Britannia, so you get no benefit there. However, what I would say is most people who seem to be travelling in Britannia Clubs seem to be Platinum members of the World Club, so get priority boarding through that. So the key thing when you're comparing cabins on Britannia Club to those of the Grills is all down to size. In Britannia Club you get a standard balcony cabin, which is very nice. It has a balcony obviously. The only thing you have to watch is whether you have a balcony club cabin on deck 7 or deck 8. Those on deck 8 are prone to noise from the swimming pool areas above, whereas we're fortunate to have one on deck 7, which is a very quiet cabin. But it is, as I say, a standard cabin, unlike those of the Grills where you get, in reality, in Princess Grill you get more of a lounge area, but in Queen's Grill you get a far better bathroom, lovely seating area, etc. Britannia Club cabin and Britannia cabins, on a long voyage you could well run out of drawer space predominantly. I don't think there's sensible use of storage space within the standard balcony cabins. But again, if size and storage is your thing, you need to go to Grills. So I don't think you can lump the Grills together as one when you're talking about what cabin services you have. If you start with what we have in the club, we have a standard cabin steward who you can't fault. The cabin's always spotless, it's ready on time for when you want it. That's very similar to Princess Grill. You don't get a lot of extra service in your cabin apart from some free water. I think you get free bottled water in Princess Grill. However, if you want a butler and you want complimentary alcohol in your cabin and free canopies and all that type of stuff, then that's an offering of Queen's Grill. So again, if you're someone who likes to entertain in your cabin, then you probably pick the Grills. If you're someone who likes to go out of your cabin into the bars, Britannia Club is really good for that, as is Britannia. So let's go inside the Britannia Club restaurant on deck 2 of Queen Victoria, which, as you can see, has already been decorated for the festive period. This room was added in the 2017 refit, and as you can see, it's a long, thin, elegant room with lots of dark woods, marbles, dark blue fabrics. It's a single seating restaurant, which means you can eat at any time, breakfast, lunch and dinner at the same table with the same wait staff. So it's a very different atmosphere compared to the general Britannia, and actually many say is a nicer restaurant than the Grills upstairs. You have the normal Britannia menu, but on top of that there's an a la carte option that gives you escargot, scallops, and in addition the maitre d' flambés some desserts, and there's a lovely cheese trolley each night. So this is for people who like to take time in dining and have flexibility, rather than the bit more of production line that you have in the main dining room of the main Britannia restaurant. It has a lower position on the ship on deck 2, so therefore in stormy waters it's a lot more stable than those of the Grills upstairs. So Cunard, you have to remember, is class segregated, as indeed are most of the cruise lines these days, and people forget that. You can go to all the public rooms, whichever class you're travelling in, apart from the Queen's Grill and Princess Grill areas, which on Queen Victoria are very discreetly at the top of the ship, and I think there's 2 stairways where you see a little sign saying grill passengers only, so you don't really notice it. So if you're summarising Britannia Club, value for money, it wins hands down. It's great value, it's great food, good cabins. However, if you want space, you need to go to the Grills. Just be very careful on the cabin you pick for Britannia Club. Be cautious of deck 8, there can be noise from above. If you can get one on deck 7, you're probably a winner.